Hi you guys, and welcome to another adventure with the Youngs video. We have decided that we have not been very good to you new subscribers, and we haven't actually told you what our names, really.
Sorry.
We haven't actually introduced ourselves of of who you're actually watching. So my name's Austin.
I'm Ellie.
And we do video vlogs with our family, so our two young boys.
Normally with our two boys, but they're not here today because we're having a date night. We're here for the Wizard of Oz drone light show by Celestial Drones, and we have been gifted these tickets, so we haven't paid to come here tonight. We have been invited here, so we're going to find out what it's all about and what a drone show is like.
Yeah, so let's go. So we're all through, and for you men out there, or actually women, don't let your partner loose by themselves when you go to the toilet, because this happens. I was gone for 2 minutes.
They've got
max.
Free face painting, like.
Yeah. So we've come through, and as part of the gifted experience, we have been given a meal and a drink each. So that's.
These are the food vouchers. No, the drink vouchers.
Yep. And there's one of them. The other one's in my pocket. That's one. Which, yeah, entitles us to one meal and one drink. So I think I've already decided what I'm having. I'm having pizza. Ellie, I believe, is having Indian street food when it is ready, because they are not ready to go.
So there's a vendor that's Indian street food, but they're still doing all the prep work, even though it started at 5.
But we bit of a letdown so far, because we were told there was a food court, and as you can see, that's it. It consists of a pizza van, a burger van, Indian street food, donuts and coffee.
So my thoughts are it's not bad because there is a variety of stuff. It's just like it's very expensive for like normal stuff, if that makes sense. Like it's a $10.95 burger,
and you only get a burger.
And it's quite big, but it's just a burger. Like normally if you go to these food places, it's like there's something special to it, and you don't mind, like, you know, you can be paying up to like £13 more like for it, but so it's a little bit cheaper than that, but they are like basic looking. They might taste very nice, haven't tasted them, who knows, but it just looks expensive so far. And like to say you're getting here like 2 hours before it starts, there's not a fat lot going on. Music's just started, but it's still very early, and it just feels like when you've turned up to a party too soon, like you shouldn't have arrived this early.
Yeah. So, on that happy note, we are going to go and get some food and let you know what it tastes like. So, pizza's been ordered. Just waiting on that now. And I think today it might be ready soon, but as everybody loves to see, lovely wood burning fire for this pizza. Better taste amazing, otherwise I'm going to cry.
It will. Thank you. Margaritas for you. Thank you.
I want a pizza. Ellie wants Indian street food, and Ellie's got my pizza. So how does that work?
Wife tax.
So, yeah, but yeah, as you saw earlier,
Looks pretty good.
box standard margarita pizza. This was $11.95. You could have a pepperoni version, which was $12.95, or a vegetarian with grilled peppers and mushrooms, which was $11.95 as well.
There was a kids option.
Yeah, there was a kids option, which
half a margarita pizza with a can of water.
I'm confused how they get half a pizza though.
Just cut it in half. Do half a dough.
Here we go. I can feed myself, I'm not a baby.
I thought it was romantic. It's a date night. It's really cheesy.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yummy.
I'll give it a 3.
3?
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
Oh.
Oh, 3 out of 5. Just a bog standard margarita pizza. Price not horrendous for an event. So, and as you saw,
I like
relatively big to be fair.
I think I like because it's wood fired.
Crispy on the outside.
Crispy, but then like the middle, I still like a bit of like softness.
No? Yeah? No? Yeah.
Nice.
I'm good with that. Yeah. So, change plan on whole food. Ellie decided for chicken and chips instead. So yeah. We're just on our way up to our seats. In a lovely little elevator. Lovely. What are you saying so far?
I haven't tried the chicken yet. The chips are nice. Covered them in mayo and ketchup.
To the ketchup, not the mayo. I don't like mayo. Pardon me. Here we go. So. Hello there.
Hiya.
Hello.
Guessing
I'm guessing this way is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in row C, seat 280.
Okay.
And we'll show you where you're
Thank
going.
you.
Thank you.
Inside now, what I can't understand is it says 290 to 200. Well, you always do.
We're in the 1882 suite. Just waiting to go in. It's less than 20 minutes now. We've just been told that it is 550 drones that are doing the show. And it's telling you the entire story of Wizard of Oz, so this should be very good.
Just like this chicken.
Yeah, there you go. Out of 5?
4. Quite tasty.
Alright then.
Try.
Okay, yeah. That's quite nice actually. Yeah. And not bad for the price really. Well, yeah, the show is 45 minutes long. Not going to be recording all of it. Well, no, I will be recording all of it, but obviously I'm just going to take out all the highlights, let's say. So you get like a sneak peek, and then you can decide if you want to come and see it yourself. So yeah, Ellie's just going to finish food. Ellie's got a tea. And then we'll head off to our seats and get ready to watch.
Yeah.
Good evening, seekers of cosmic wisdom. Gather together for one of the most beloved stories ever told. A timeless tale of self-discovery, courage, and the bonds of friendship. A reminder that the courage we seek lies within. That unity and kindness give us strength. And, most importantly, that true power and happiness are not found in far-off places, but nearby. After all, wherever you are always home. Once upon a time, in the heart of the vast Kansas prairies, there lived a little girl named Dorothy. She shared a quiet life with her Aunt Em, Uncle Henry, and her faithful dog, Toto. She longed for a place where she could truly be understood, where the grass was greener, and every turn held the promise of adventure. One day, as Dorothy and Toto played outside, a haunting murmur rippled through the air. Trees began to groan, while the tall grass shivered in dread. In the distance, A towering column of wind twisted violently, churning the earth beneath it and devouring everything in its path.
There's a cyclone coming!
Shouted Uncle Henry,
Quick, Dorothy! Run for the cellar!
instructed Aunt Anne. The winds seized Dorothy and her farmhouse, soaring into the sky, spinning wildly higher and higher, until the land below was aglow. When she awoke, she was surprised to find her house had landed in a beautiful, colorful world. Dorothy was greeted by a group of tiny, joyful people. The Munchkins. They thanked her for freeing them from the curse of the Wicked Witch of the East. A kindly woman in a white, glowing robe appeared. This was the Good Witch of the North, who explained to Dorothy that she and the Munchkins were now set free because the Wicked Witch was dead. She told Dorothy that to find her way home, she would need to visit the Wizard of Oz in the Emerald City. To help her on her way, she gifted Dorothy the rainbow-colored shoes of the Wicked Witch of the East. With her loyal dog Toto by her side, Dorothy began her journey along the yellow brick road. And to her delight, the newly gifted rainbow shoes fit her perfectly, giving her an instant spring in her step, which Toto had to run to keep up with. The road stretched long and winding. She stumbled across a scarecrow, slumped awkwardly on a pole in the middle of a cornfield. The scarecrow's face was crudely painted, with misaligned eyes and a wonky hat. He wore a patchwork coat and trousers so oversized they seemed meant for a giant. Dorothy invited the scarecrow to join her on her journey, suggesting that the Wizard of Oz might grant his wish for a brain. As Dorothy watched the scarecrow's perseverance, she realized that, like him, she had been doubting her own abilities. Dorothy and the scarecrow soon found themselves in a dense forest of towering trees. The air was damp and heavy with the scent of danger. It was the Tin Woodman, frozen mid-motion, an axe gripped tightly in his hands.
A kind metalsmith replaced each of my parts except my heart. And now I seek a new one, so I can love again.
Suddenly, a great roar shattered the silence. And a huge lion bounded onto the yellow brick road.
Everyone thinks I'm fierce because I'm a lion, but I've always been scared of everything.
At that moment, Dorothy saw her own fears in the lion. After many days of overcoming countless challenges, Dorothy, Toto, the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the lion finally reached the Emerald City. It shimmered before them, radiant and gleaming, like emeralds bathed in sunlight. The guardian of the gates greeted them and handed them each a pair of green spectacles, explaining that the city's dazzling brilliance could blind them without protection. Once inside, they were escorted through the grand palace to the wizard's chamber.
I am the Wizard of Oz, the great and terrible.
depending on who he was talking to. When talking to Dorothy, the wizard appeared as a giant floating head, symbolizing authority and wisdom. To the Scarecrow, he appeared as a kindly lady, symbolizing the nurturing nature and intelligence that the Scarecrow longed to be recognized for. To the Tin Woodman, he appeared as a roaring ball of fire, symbolizing the passion and emotion the Tin Woodman believed he lacked due to not having a heart. And finally to the Lion. The wizard took the form of a great beast, representing the strength the lion believed he was missing. With a deep contemplative sigh, he agreed to grant their wishes, but with one daunting condition.
You must first bring me the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West.
The Wicked Witch of the West spotted them approaching. Growing desperate, the Wicked Witch called upon her most fearsome servants, the winged monkeys.
Seize them, my monkeys, and bring them to me!
Swooping down from the sky, the winged monkeys overwhelmed the group with their strength. The Wicked Witch of the West was as cunning as she was cruel. When she saw the rainbow shoes Dorothy wore and recognized their hidden power, she lunged to snatch them from her feet. In the chaos, Dorothy grabbed a bucket of water and hurled it at the witch. To everyone's astonishment, she began to melt. With the Wicked Witch's demise, the crows, bees, and monkeys were freed from her cruel spell. Grateful, the liberated creatures presented Dorothy with the broomstick she sought. Back in the Emerald City, Dorothy presented the broomstick to the wizard. But a surprising discovery awaited them. The wizard was not a mighty sorcerer, but an ordinary man with no magical powers at all. Despite being an ordinary man, the wizard managed to fulfill their wishes in creative ways. He gave the Scarecrow a diploma, symbolizing knowledge. The Tin Woodman received a heart-shaped watch to symbolize his capacity for love. And the lion was given a medal to represent his newfound courage. Dorothy's wish was the most heartbreaking of all. The wizard had tried to carry her back to Kansas in a hot air balloon. But just as they were about to leave, Toto leapt from her arms, and without thinking, Dorothy followed, disappearing into the clouds, just beyond her grasp once again. Just then, the Good Witch of the South appeared. She explained that Dorothy had always had the power to return home by clicking her rainbow-colored heels together 3 times and wishing to go back to Kansas. Dorothy hugged her friends goodbye, clicked her heels, and with Toto in her arms, she whispered, "You are always home. You are always home." In an instant, Dorothy was back in Kansas. In front of her farmhouse stood Aunt Em and Uncle Henry, their arms outstretched. Overcome with pure joy, Dorothy ran into their embrace. The adventure in the Land of Oz felt like a dream. But as she hugged Toto, Dorothy knew she had learned a great deal about courage, heart, and belonging. And so, with a smile on her face, Dorothy whispered again, "After all, wherever you are always home."
There we go. Show done. Mightily impressed for my first drone show. Obviously you're second.
Yes.
Well, you didn't have a very good experience the first one, so how was it this time?
Much better. It was really interesting that you can actually hear the drones flying.
Yeah, the buzzing.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can catch it on
Much
there.
better experience the second time for me. And it was nicer that it was a story. The first one that I saw was Evolution, and it was good. It was the first time I've seen a drone show, so it was like, whoa, this is awesome. But I liked it better that there was a story, like with this one.
So we're back home. We did try and record the last bit of the review on the way back, but it was slightly dangerous.
It was unsafe.
And
We needed to
it
cross
was-
the road,
yeah, it was
and
just
then
very busy.
as soon as we got on the car park, it was like, it's a bit dangerous.
So we decided to wait till we got back, but here we go. Yeah, as you were saying, you enjoyed it. It was better than the last one. I think we were discussing on the way back. The seating we were given, as it was gifted, was the premium area, and we both. Well, I certainly don't think you necessarily need premium.
It was good. It was
It was
nice
good, yeah.
because we were a lot higher than other people, but also, like, does that matter? It's in the sky.
Yeah, so everybody's like that anyway. So,
But we could, in a sense, like, we haven't experienced the other seating either, so technically, yeah, it could make a difference. We weren't looking up like this. Maybe they would be, but
nobody's going to block your view. Is
No.
the point I'm going on.
Yeah.
So, if you're not bothered about a bit of neck strain, standard should be fine.
and it is more than a £10 price jump.
Yeah, so,
So-
your standard adult is 24, premium is 36. So,
Just things to think about.
like I say, the waiting area for the premium at Edgbaston was nice.
Oh yeah, and it was really nice and warm.
Yeah,
The way to the normal seating was just like normal. It just reminded me of football stands.
yeah, sports
yeah.
events, that sort of thing.
But we were nice and toasty.
But obviously, it depends on where you're going. I know they're doing it in Southampton and Durham, but obviously I don't know
what their stadiums
what,
are like.
yeah, or where it is. But no, on the whole, I enjoyed it. Bit let down with the food. Not much choice. With being a food court.
Yeah, I just don't think there was enough vans. Like we were saying at the beginning, like we did say, it was like you turned up to a party a bit too soon.
Yeah.
But when it did get busy, it was rammed.
It got busy.
The lines for each like van was so long. It's just not enjoyable, especially if you had kids, and a lot of people had kids. We decided not to take ours, but there's no way we'd have been able to wait in the queue with the kids.
No, one of
was
us would
too
be
long.
running around.
And that's why I think they needed more food vans in a sense, because there just wasn't enough for the capacity of people. Yeah, I do think this is not a slight on the venue or like what we've actually seen either, but the one food van that was there wasn't open and ready for when the thing started.
Yeah.
I would say that it was at least half an hour into it starting before they started serving, so that doesn't help. But overall thoughts, it was really good, and if someone asked me whether they should go, I would say yes, I would recommend it. I'm glad we didn't take our children being 2 and 0.
Yeah. 9 months,
Yeah.
basically.
it's not really for them. You can take under 3s for free if they sit on your lap. Jackson wouldn't have sat on our lap, he's 2, and he wouldn't have sat on our lap for 45 minutes, but that wouldn't have kept him engaged. Not because it's not engaging, but because he's a 2-year-old. If they were really, really interested in the Wizard of Oz or whatever it was about, then yeah, take them.
Yeah.
But otherwise, have a date night. Go with your friends. Have a drink.
Adults only. It's great.
No, older kids, yeah, but not like toddlers.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah, overall, would recommend and would do it again.
Yeah, definitely. Very
Very
good. In terms of the actual event, I think, and the show, very well put together by Celestial Drones and Yuup.
Yup.
Brilliant.
We are going to go to bed because we have a child-free night, so we are going to snooze all night and hopefully don't wake up until very late morning.
So 8 o'clock.
So yeah, thanks for coming along again, guys, on this adventure. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.